in November last year for expired license. I didn't know it was expired. And I ended up getting breath tested and drug tested, and they found cannabis in my system. I had smoked before bed the night before, so it was about 10 to 12 hours after.
So that's cannabis, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. And so you think they kind of did a bit of a computer search on your license plate, and they discovered that you had an expired license?
They ran my plates, and it said the registered owner of the car had an expired license, but I wasn't aware it had expired. It was only like a week before.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And then they ended up testing me.
So it was also about, so it was the following day, yeah?
Yes.
Sorry, hold one moment. I'm hearing a bit of distracting noise, guys. So if you're speaking to other people, put yourself on mute temporarily, if that's all right, because it's distracting to everybody.
I think that's just people in the background. My bad.
Okay, no, that's all good, but just put yourself on mute for a moment when that happens. So I was just saying, India. So it was the following day, and how did you feel?
I felt fine. I woke up feeling fine. I didn't eat anything after, like I didn't have breakfast that morning, so I just slept about 9 hours.
Do you usually? You said you smoked before bed. Do you usually? Do you usually smoke marijuana before bed? Usually?
Yeah, at the time I was a daily smoker every night because I suffer from chronic pain. I've since been approved for cannabis oil and like a prescription cannabis.
Okay.
So I don't smoke it anymore, but testing positive in the future is still going to be a risk for me because it's the medication I take.
So now you're taking prescribed cannabis?
Yes.
Okay. So have they told you about the risk of the drug driving with that?
Yeah, they said it's very unlikely because it is a low dose, but it's still possible to test positive with it. It's just now I have a script, so I probably could contest it in court.
So maybe others can help me here. But even if you are on prescribed medication, and if you test, even if you are on prescribed medication, it doesn't necessarily mean just cannabis. Could be benzodiazepines, like relaxing medication. If you are positive, if you are drug tested and you show positivity, then you will be charged with drug driving. Like the issue of prescribed medication and the issue of drug driving are two separate things. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there are warnings on medication that don't drive whilst you're on this medication. So I just want to caution you that even if you are on prescribed medication, it may really put you in trouble. What do others think about what I'm saying that are hearing me now? What do you think about it? Who can speak? You might be on mute. By the way, unmute yourself. Do you guys have any opinion on prescribed medication and drug driving?
No. I don't take any of it, so I don't really have an opinion.
Okay. Thank you anyway for that. India, thank you very much for sharing. I appreciate that. So we've got one more, and that's Andrew.
I used to be a long-time meth user, and just one random night got pulled over.
What drug, please?
Amphetamines.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was just at a mate's house, just doing something stupid, and then I decided I didn't want to be in the situation anymore. I went home, and before I got home, I got pulled over.
Okay, so something happened that made you leave that place. Is that correct?
Yeah. I didn't want to engage in taking drugs, but I felt that peer pressure to do so. and then on my way home I got pulled over.
Can you please just tell me a bit?
Tested positive.
Okay. Can you please tell me a bit about the circumstances, that the social setting, like general information about, was it a party? Was it a group of people? Do you meet
I was just with a group of friends, and I felt the peer pressure that I needed to participate. And then after I participated, I didn't feel very good about what I'd done, so I wanted to leave. And normally, I wouldn't have put myself in that situation, but I did. So, and then by the time I was going home, I got pulled over.
Was it during the day?
It was during the daytime, yeah.
And how long after you took ice you drove? Like, what's the difference?
It was within a couple of hours.
Okay. And how did you feel?
Well, at the time, I felt great because I was on meth, but
Like you knew definitely that that you were high, and secondly that you were breaking the law. You knew about that.
yeah, of course.
Okay. So you took a risk.
I took a risk.
So can you tell me, has that happened before?